While the gender gap has narrowed along a spectrum of industries, the hospitality business is still dominated by men. But an organization started 44 years ago in New York continues its mission to bring ladies from all over the world into the fold. Joining us is Angela Dupree, president of Les Dames d'Escoffier Charleston Chapter, which has been around since 2006. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
So it wasn't until too long ago that we saw women as professional chefs. Is that right?
Yeah, they've been in the kitchens, as we know, all along, but I think really taking a forefront to the industry in several different areas. But yeah, we're seeing a lot more women chefs coming up, and we're there to empower and educate and inspire them to do that.
Yeah, and I'm curious to know how far we've come, where we still need to go, because we have seen women in management positions, not just in the kitchen, but also in hotels and resorts and other places. So how far would you say we've come, and what do we still need to do?
Well, obviously we have come a long way. I think that taking the leadership roles of head chef is something we're seeing more, but obviously it's not as much as men. So we need to continue the work that we're doing. I think a lot of times we put our head down and do the work, but we need to speak up, speak out, and help other women along the way, which is really part of Les Dames, and mentoring other women to follow these paths and get started early with education so that they have the background in different fields of the industry, and then really just mentoring them to success in the community.
Absolutely. Maybe you could give us a little bit of a history lesson on Les Dames d'Escoffier.
Well, Escoffier was a French chef, a male, actually, French chef. It sort of started that chef hierarchy in the kitchen of yes chef, and how it works when you're in a kitchen. And the women in New York wanted a place at that, not necessarily the table as, sitting there, but as the chefs, as the pioneers behind the scenes. So Carol Brock, who passed away in 2020, was the real pioneer and trailblazer for all of us in New York. And now we have 45 chapters across the nation, and here in Charleston. And like you said, 2006 was our inaugural chapter by Natalie Dupree. So I think we all, who's of no family connection, just sister.
What a coincidence.
Yeah, no. But she started it here. She was a 4-time James Beard Award winner, which is just amazing, and has really ushered in this very active chapter here in Charleston, where we are immersed in food and beverage industry and wine. So we currently have about 46 members as this year, and that ebb and flow, is due to COVID a little bit this year, and so we're always and we'll pivot this year without having as many events as we have. We'll pivot into really putting our teeth into diversity and expanding the chapter in those ways too.
Absolutely. And maybe you can also tell us more about the programs that you offer. I know that you do, it's a nonprofit organization, so you do raise money for scholarships and things like that. So a young woman or a woman of any age, quite frankly, who's interested in a career in the hospitality industry, where do they begin? What do they need to do?
So the scholarships are available each year, and you have to have recommendations and fill it out and get it into us on time. But really, yeah, it can be continuing education. It needs to be an accredited program that you are seeking to help with financial support. But really, it could be in any field. You could be wanting to be a consultant or trying to be a sommelier. You could be furthering your career in baking, or and just starting off a culinary career. It could be online. It can be in one of our educational centers here, College Charleston, Trident. So it could really be a wide range of accreditation or programs in the community that would help you get to that next level, or
yes,
even in the door. So
yeah, absolutely.
We offer the scholarships. We have mentorships. Obviously, once the scholarship recipients receive the funding, we engage with them and give them an option to work with us, and to lean on the other women in the program, in the chapter.
Yeah,
And
mentorship is incredibly important. And for people who are interested, where do you recommend that they go to learn more information?
So you can go to ldeiCharleston.com, and there is several links. You can see the different members. You can see about scholarships. We always have a program charity liaison that we work with each year, so that we're involved in the community, which is Fresh Future Farm this year. So you can see what we're doing there. And then there's lots of information on that website.
That's fantastic. And I noticed that finally you're wearing a 180 Place chef's coat. Can you tell everybody what you do for 180 Place?
So I'm the director of culinary training here at 180 Place, where we have trained our guests and veterans in the community to get to that first level of culinary foundation training. And then we get them jobs in the community. So it's a 5-week program. A lot of knife skills. We're actually going to a blended virtual program in January. We're really excited about, and had a lot of success over the years with that.
That's terrific. Well, Angela, I want to thank you so much for joining us and sharing La Dame d'Escoffier Charleston chapter with us. Congratulations on all the work that you've done, and best of luck for 2021.
Thank you. We look forward
Female power.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you. We're back after this.